How cool is that? Chris Diedrich, Bedrock Motors. We got a great show today. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna stay inside the show floor because I'm a little bit of a sissy and I don't want to get too cold. We will show you some of the cars. We got a monster inventory. But this time of year is my favorite time of year. I love this time of year. We got cool cars. We got a lot of stuff that you haven't seen, like this Mustang, 2013 Mustang. They've just gone crazy with the cars. I think the car market in general is going nuts. 420 horsepower, 400 foot-pounds of torque. Little innovative stuff like this, when the silhouette on the ground, the seats, everything. This is a California special. These things are going to be super hard to get a hold of. I love the leather. I love the bodies. They got a really aggressive styling for 2013. We're going to buy as many of these cars as we can. I love the back end, all the LED lights. This has got aftermarket Roush exhaust, 19-inch wheels, super fast car. I mean, if you think about it, go back to, the Corvettes came out with 350 horsepower less than 5-6 years ago. 420 horsepower. Is the car open? I mean, take a look at this. LED lighting, automatic transmission. This car is a beast. We got a lot more cars to talk about. I love the gunmetal gray, the styling, everything that they did with this car. There's that thing. I mean, you gotta get it again, Danny. How cool is that? You want to impress your friends, show up to a car show with some stuff sitting out on the side of your car. We got a great show. Chris Diedrich, Bedrock Motors. We're going to get started in the Rogers location. Actually, we're going to move on to the next location. We are about a half mile down 101, right off of 94. BedrockMotors.com, the phone number's at the bottom. Check us out. Now, we're going to go and see Alan, and I'm going to apologize up front for him. I'm going to tell you everything he's going to say. He's going to say, Chris just is jealous because he can't grow this. Well, it's a fact. I can't grow facial hair. This is my Movember. Can't do it. It's not working out. When you see him, I will apologize up front. You sit back in your chair and just laugh because it's kind of funny.
Welcome to Bedrock Motors Blaine location, and of course we talked about my mustache for Movember, but the reality is Chris tried also to grow a mustache and couldn't. His just looked like dirt, so he had to get rid of it. So I got the really nice one. Anyway, today we're going to talk about winter vehicles, crossover, SUV. We got some four-wheel drive pickups. This location in Blaine has over 70 four-wheel drive cars, SUVs, and trucks in stock, ready for immediate delivery. So if it's a little slippery outside, come and see us. So what we're going to start with, and one of the things we always talk about at Bedrock Motors is we find the really nice cars. Maybe they're a little bit older, maybe a few more miles, but we shine them up, we run them through the shop, we make them perfect for you. So this is a Nissan Murano. And it doesn't look like it from the outside, but this car has 150,000 miles on it. And for details on pricing, make sure you check out our website. We've got more photos. You can also contact our salespeople. They can give you more details as well. But here's a car with as an example, this car is loaded. We didn't find a base model with no options. We found a truck with absolutely every option available from the factory. So we have heated leather seats. We have driver memory. So if you and your spouse trade off driving, you can set your seat where you like it. We also have a touchscreen radio. We've got Bose sound system. We got radio controls on the steering wheel, so you don't have to take your eyes off the road while you're driving. This thing, Danny, check this out. It even has power pedals. So you can get the seat where you're comfortable and then bring the pedals up to you. Sunroof. Again, we talked about leather interior. Look how plush this is. This car, again, is almost 12 years old, if you can imagine that, but it doesn't look like it. And if you look at the space in the back, the reason that they're called crossovers is because they're kind of a hybrid between a sedan and more of a truck. And so this is obviously a little cargo shade that comes out, but then these seats fold down too. So if you do have luggage or your Christmas shopping, you're going to load this up with presents, both of these seats fold down, so you've got space from here all the way back and the whole width of the vehicle. Very easy to access. And the car finishes out with nice aluminum wheels, and it looks like this one has a trailer hitch, so if you've got a bike rack or a small utility trailer, this will pull it as well. But this is an all-wheel drive vehicle, so great traction in the winter and good fuel economy as well.
Doing everything I can not to be laughing or smiling, right? Do I need to say anything else about Mr. Giese? Looks wonderful today, Alan. Good job. All right, 2010 Dodge Challenger. This ain't the base car, this is the SRT. Absolutely love the yellow on black, the carbon fiber stripes, the yellow etching in the seat. We're going to get into all that stuff, but to talk about this car is 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds, guys. 425 horsepower. This is a beast. I mean, I wrote down on my notes, this car is a beast. And for what you can buy these cars for and the money and the technology that went into them, people that buy these cars, they don't just take them out to the track and kick the snot out of them, and I'll show you why. Because when someone buys this car and they spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars for this chip guard that they've got all over this car, this is somebody's baby. They waited their whole life to get something like this, and we're fortunate enough to have it. We stockpile these cars up. If you do a little panning, Danny, look at the show floor here. There's tons of stuff in here. We got a lot of other cars we're going to talk about. We also have a warehouse full of other cars like this that we're going to try to get some pictures on our newly designed website that should be up very, very soon. We're very excited about it. I'm going to go around the back of this car so I can see this, the tail lights. This is, it's such a reflection of the 1970-71 model Challengers. They did a fabulous job. This car has Corsa exhaust. It's so tastefully done. It's incredible. Light tint on the windows. Whoever had this car set it up exactly how I would set this car up. It's a beast. These cars in the 60s, 69, 70, 71, 72, they are some of the most sought after cars, muscle cars of that era and of that time. And you can come out, you can get a new model with way more technology put into it, and the ride, 6-speed manual transmission. The car's a monster. Heated seats, yeah, because we all need that. Yeah, I don't want to do it. Navigation, everything that you could imagine. Recaro style seats. And under the hood, we even got WeatherTech mats in here so you don't get your carpet dirty. I mean, how great is that? Brembo brakes, 20-inch wheels. Monster. Of course, it's got the cold air intake. It's got everything that you're going to want to do to this car to set it up. The only difference is you don't have to pay the thousands and thousands of dollars to set it up like somebody did when they bought this car new. I love it. BedrockMotors.com. Don't waste your time. And wait till spring, guys. The best time to buy these cars. Give yourself a Christmas present. Remember, my favorite time of year. Don't be waiting around when the spring comes and be wondering why you didn't get it now. BedrockMotors.com. Check it out.
All right, in keeping with our crossover and SUV theme this month, here's another one. And you know, a lot of times at Bedrock Motors, we have Chevys, Fords, Dodges. So, you know, a lot of times when we find these imports like this, we work really hard to find the ones that are really nice, low mileage, and a lot less expensive than a brand new. That's how we do it at Bedrock. So this is a 2010 Hyundai Santa Fe, and it's an all-wheel drive again, just like the last one we talked about. And, you know, again, I want to highlight this is not a base model. This is a loaded, you know, look at these huge wheels. Nearly new tires. Beautiful, like a black clear coat metallic finish. And same thing on the inside. If we get in here, we'll look. This isn't just a base model. This is a limited. So they're a little more hard to find. Heated leather seats, nice radios, digital climate control, sunroof. We'll get in and look at that in a little bit. And, you know, same kind of thing. Great use of space. This is kind of like the modern day station wagon. So you've got tons of space in the back for hauling stuff. And then again, I'll show you how these seats fold down in the back. Very simple one-handed motion. So you've got a 5-passenger car or a 2-passenger car with tons of cargo space. The Hyundai Santa Fe is a mid-size crossover produced since 2001 and named after the city of Santa Fe, New Mexico. This was Hyundai's first SUV, and it quickly became Hyundai's best seller. The second generation Santa Fe was built from 2007 to 2012. this 2010 model year is a refreshed design that includes a new body-colored grille, new rear tail lights, and new 5-spoke alloy wheels. The 2010 Santa Fe is the first year a 6-speed automatic transmission was offered. And again, what we want to highlight, what we find at Bedrock Motors are the cars that are a lot less expensive than brand new, and in a lot of cases it's half of what you would find this for at a new car dealership. But they go through our shop, we make sure that mechanically they're great, brakes and tires are good, no check engine lights or brake lights, airbag lights, that kind of stuff. So we make sure mechanically they're great, and you can see the quality of the finish on the outside. We make sure the paint is buffed and the car looks great and it's ready for you to drive. And just a reminder, if you see something you like today, make sure you check our website, bedrockmotors.com. A lot of times we'll post these clips on YouTube, Bedrock Motors MN, Facebook. You can connect with us in a lot of different ways. So make sure you give us a call. We'd love to give you more details so you can set up a test drive.
Hard to find stuff. We pride ourselves on it, but we do the work. We make sure that we're looking for all that stuff. 02 Ford F-150 Lightning truck. They came out with a 351 factory supercharger. Very, very cool car. This car still has the Missouri tag on it. These cars are typically collector stuff that, you know, people take them out, drive them on the weekends, that type of stuff. I love the interior. They had a old school, I mean, this is still an 02, but they still tried to do some old school stuff on it. You still got the sliding rear window and the seats that hug you. I mean, this thing, super, super cool car. You still got the keypad to get in there, so if you ever forget anything or lose your keys, still get in there. The step side bed. It's just traditional, tough, bad boy truck. I love it. Go around to that tonneau cover, all this other stuff. Let's try to get a hood shot under here. You can see all the body lines. The truck is just cool. You got side exhaust. I mean, these things are in the 400 horsepower range. They come with a factory supercharger, big aggressive brakes and tires, and it's just cool. This was competition for the Silverado SS back in the day. Factory supercharger, cold air intake, some aftermarket exhaust. Super, super tough truck. bedrockmotors.com. Go to the website. We got a ton more stuff on top of all the stuff that's coming in every day. Now we've got about 250 cars in inventory. We should have something for everybody, plus our financing and everything else. bedrockmotors.com.
You know, the camera guys and I were just talking about how great it is that here we are in the middle of the winter, freezing cold outside, maybe blowing snow, I don't know, but here we are inside Bedrock Motors, heated, indoor, lighted showroom. So not only is it great for filming our shows, but if you want to come and see a vehicle, we'll pull it inside for you so you can see it inside. You know, we have some sports cars on display here, just like our Rogers location, but we use this show floor for getting our cars ready and making sure that they're nice and presentable for you. So up next, here's a very rare, bright yellow, I think they call this color detonator yellow, Dodge Ram. So it's a quad cab, 4-wheel drive, and not only that, but it's the Bighorn edition. So very limited color, very limited edition truck. And again, the way that we look for these vehicles at Bedrock Motors is we look at, okay, here's what you can buy a brand new one for. We start about halfway and go down from there. So you'll be very surprised at what this truck costs. And not only that, but it's loaded. It's got a Hemi 5.7 liter V8. Look at these great big step bars, 20-inch aluminum wheels with big meaty tires on it. And this car is immaculate. There's not a bunch of rock chips or scratches, scuffs, dents, that kind of thing. We find the really nice ones. And this is just another great example of what we have in stock at Bedrock Motors. And just a reminder, check out our website, bedrockmotors.com, or call us at the numbers on your screen if you'd like to know the exact pricing, miles, options, and what else we have in stock that's similar. So power driver's seat, cloth interior, CD player, fog lamps. This truck has everything that you could possibly need. If you look on the back, it's got a sliding rear window, so maybe you're going to add a topper later, or you just want the ventilation. And then this is one of the really high-end tonneau covers, so it keeps your load, keeps the snow off of your load, keeps it dry. And you know, here we've got about a 6.5-foot box, 4 feet wide. You can fold the tailgate down. And then again, part of that Bighorn package is the tow package as well. There we go, Bighorn. This is a great truck, folks. Make sure you call us for details about this one. The name Ram was first used in 1981 on the redesigned Ram and Power Ram Dodge pickup trucks. The truck is named for the Ram hood ornament that first appeared on Dodge vehicles in 1933. The third generation Ram was introduced for the 2002 model year. This was a major update, including an all-new frame, suspensions, powertrains, interiors, and exterior appearance. This 2008 Bighorn Edition features the 5.7-liter Hemi V8, boasting 345 horsepower. Here's another amazing SUV at Bedrock Motors, Blaine Location, folks. Believe it or not, this shiny black beauty behind me is a 2003 Chevrolet Tahoe. And you're not going to believe it until I tell you, but when we look at the odometer in this, it's actually at 160,000 miles. This truck doesn't look anything like that, and that's because that's how we do it at Bedrock Motors. We find the trucks that are in great condition, and if they're not quite in perfect condition, we make them that way. So when we get around this is what I want to show you. This is a car that's over 10 years old, and again, 160,000 miles. But if you look under the hood, it looks brand new. And it's not because we put new parts in it or a new engine. This is how detailed we are when we clean these vehicles. We clean the entire engine compartment. We make this thing look brand new. And so once we do that, then we can find what components need to be replaced. We make sure all the safety items are ready, four-wheel drive works, engine, transmission are good to go. In today's age, these cars will last 200, 300,000 miles if you take care of them. And that's where we're giving you is a kind of a clean slate to start with and make this your next family vehicle. So here we are again. We're going to talk about, since we're talking about SUVs in the winter, we got nice big meaty tires. This one is a loaded vehicle, has every option except leather, if you can believe it. So we got comfy bucket seats inside, power driver seats. You can get everything adjusted how you want it. I showed you a car a little bit earlier with the power pedals. So you see those pedals move out so you can really get comfortable for the long trips. We got radio controls on the steering wheel, Bose sound system, 6-disc CD player, dual zone, actually 3-zone climate control. So driver, passenger, and then the back has all separate climate controls. And what's really unique about this Tahoe, we've showed some smaller crossover SUVs. This is a full-size truck frame. And not only, we've got the 5-passenger seating up here, but here's the surprise in the back. 3 more seats. This truck is big enough that it's got a 3rd row seat. So obviously you lose a little bit of cargo space when these seats are in, but now you can, have your kids and all their friends along with, or if you're taking some couples out to dinner. But I'm going to just show you how easy it is to transform this. So that middle row folds down just like the other cars we've shown you today. But check this out. Seats will lock up into position like this without even taking them out. And you can leave them just like that to almost double your cargo space. And then when you're really serious about needing room, these things roll out. These are about the weight of a suitcase, so maybe 30, 40 pounds, but they both pop out. You can hide them in your garage, do whatever you need to do with them. So that's how simple these trucks are. Heavy duty trailer equipment, and of course the Tahoes come with the legendary 5.3-liter V8. So tons of power if you're going to pull a trailer. Great four-wheel drive for getting you through the snow and ice. The name Tahoe refers to the rugged and scenic area surrounding Lake Tahoe in the western United States. This 2nd-generation Tahoe was redesigned for the 2000 model year and continued through 2006 before a complete redesign. The Vortec 5.3-liter V8 in this Tahoe produces 295 horsepower.
Man, I love my job. Look at this. Seriously. Black. 08. This ain't even an 08. It's an 07. SRT. Murdered out is what they call it. Black wheels. Now, black tinted taillights. We really enjoyed following the rules. We just don't do it because this is a legal window tint. Unfortunately, that's going to have to come off. But looking like this, how do you take it off? How do you destroy the beauty that's been created by the last owner, which you should be the new owner? When you open up this car, sick. Black. It's got the suede Recaro style seats again. It's got navigation in the dash. But it also, I mean, these are functional cars. Yeah, this is a race car. They're fast. You got big brakes, big wheels, ram air setup hood. If you gotta take the kids out, it also has a DVD player so they can just sit back. Mom and dad can chill, burning rubber, flying around the neighborhood, doing whatever you're gonna do. Keep the kids in the back watching the Flintstones, whatever it's gonna be. Get it? Flintstones better? I got you. All right, super cool car. Now, don't like black, a lot of maintenance. Gotta be a car lover to own a black car. But Bedrock Motors, we got something for you. You know that. We don't have one of anything. We have everything of everything. Now this car is very hard to find. This car, if you want something that's probably gonna maintain its value very well, this should be the car. I'm very impressed with it. The new body style Chargers, I think Dodge, Chrysler are doing a fabulous job. This is a 12. Now, back in the 70s, and they made a called the Super B. The Super Bs are huge ticket cars. Well, this is a remake of the Super B. It's got the Super B badging just like they used to. These look like they're 22-inch wheels, but Brembo brakes, black wheels, absolutely tinted out illegal. That's what we do. The key to this car is, though, we're gonna go around the other side of this car, but the SRTs, which this car is a SRT platform. The difference is with this car is most of them are a 6.1 Hemi. This has the 6.2 Hemi. Special order option, monster. 392 cubic inches, horsepower off the charts. They probably don't even give you actual horsepower because they want to make sure that it's going to fit the guidelines. This car is an absolute monster, you guys. I mean, something fun that nobody else has. I went out 400 or 500 miles. I couldn't find another one. We're very fortunate to have this car. Very fortunate. I love it. The ground effects, the wheels, the car is totally tasteful done. Can you get over here, Danny, and check this out? I mean, the racing stripes in the seats, come on. The size of the navigation screen in this thing is crazy. Push button start. It's too cool. It's too cool for school. I mean, drop your kids off in this.
All right, I want to take just an extra second and talk about financing at Bedrock Motors. And we have one at each location, two of the very best finance people in the entire Twin Cities market. We have 18 different banks that we work with. We can get just about any credit situation financed. So make sure you call us. We've got some details about what it needs to get approved. There's usually some minimum cash down, minimum credit score requirements, and that kind of thing, but we'd love to visit with you. And not only that, but you can apply for a loan right on our website, bedrockmotors.com. Just click on the financing tab and click apply online. One of our specialists will take a look at it and get back to you with some parameters of what the banks are looking for. And not only that, so if you've got marginal credit or not very good credit, we can help you, but on the other end of things too, if you've got great credit, we can use that to your advantage and shop around our banks, and they compete with each other to give you a great interest rate. Rates are low, so why not get them lower? Anyway, on with our next cars. The theme of our show here at the Blaine location today has been all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive. We've shown you a bunch of trucks, SUVs. You know, here we are in the middle of the winter and we're talking about being able to have four-wheel drive and get around better in our fantastic Minnesota winters. So we're going to switch gears a little bit, and you see a car behind me, but here's what's unique. This is actually an all-wheel drive car. So maybe you don't need an SUV or pull a trailer or something. Maybe you're looking for something with better gas mileage, don't need the space. Why not an all-wheel drive sedan? We've got several examples. We have Cadillac CTSs. We've got a Mercedes 4MATIC. Here's a Chrysler 300. And this is one of the newer, so they changed body styles, and this is an example of the brand new body style Chrysler 300. And man, is this car nice. I would put this car up against many of the top luxury cars in its class. Spacious, tons of features. We got beautiful aluminum wheels, a huge back seat, so 5-passenger seating is not a problem. Fantastic leather interior. This is a crystal tri-coat paint. It's kind of a black metallic, which is just gorgeous. And this thing, when we talk about loaded, this has features that you wouldn't even imagine. So not only does it have touchscreen navigation, but it's got backup camera so you can see when you're backing up into somebody. This has heated and cooled leather seats. It's got heated and cooled cup holders. This has an Alpine sound system, so the thing sounds great. We've got memory seats, so again, if you've got a couple different drivers, you can memorize where the seating position is. Just loaded with features. It has keyless entry, remote start, so you push this button and it locks and unlocks the car when you have your key fob in your pocket. And then same thing, push button start, so you don't have to fumble for keys when it's cold in the winter. You just put your foot on the brakes and tap the button. And then on top of that, this is, we talk about Chrysler 300s, and a lot of the trucks that we show you have the 5.7 Hemi V8. This little car has a 5.7 liter Hemi V8 as well. So this thing absolutely screams. So we've got all-wheel drive, we've got V8 power. This is luxury at its finest, and at a price that's affordable. So one of the things that we always talk about when we go through these cars, we get comments all the time. People watch our show, hey, I love the cars that you show us and it's very informative, but why don't you show any prices? And the answer to that is very simple. We post all of our prices online and we shop our vehicles with the competition. So we don't just put a price out there and think that that's okay. We actually shop it, so we make sure that we're very competitive in the marketplace with similar vehicles and a lot of times lower. So we spend a lot of time and energy doing that, and as a result, prices change a lot. So it's not, maybe it's once a week, maybe it's every couple of days, but we change our prices with the market. And so when we have a show like this, maybe you see it or you go back and watch it again, the price may have already changed. We're updating things constantly. So remember, check our website, bedrockmotors.com. Call us at the numbers on the screen. And like we talked about before, make sure you let us help you with your financing as well. Thanks for watching today. Love to see you at Bedrock and Blaine.
From all of us at Bedrock Motors, have a great holiday season. Be safe, be happy, God bless, and thanks to all of our armed forces that keep us safe during this holiday season.